Good morning everyone, and today we're looking at the Fossil Decca 44mm watch. Before we actually get on to the watch itself, let's have a brief look at the box. So the box has got this sort of tin feel to it. It's a tin functional box with a simple lift-off lid, just to sort of own that design, just to sort of complement the sort of explorer style of watch. But yes. Before we get on to that, if anyone's sort of having a brief glance at this every now and then, this watch is the Sekonda 1634E, I believe it is. Doing a review of this in a couple of days' time, so please stay tuned for that. Please subscribe, have a look. Made of gunmetal casing, so it's quite a unique watch for that sort of aspect. But for today's purposes, we're looking at the Fossil Decca 44mm. So looking around the box, as you can see, it's well rounded, nice quality to it. A functional box with a simple lid, lift off lid. You've got to be careful when you open the first box because it is packed with your manual and watch itself. It's all stuffed into one box. The cushion inside is not actually a cushion, it's just a piece of folded card, and that is literally the inside, just a simple sort of cheap interior to the inside of the box. Let's move that to one side and have a look at the box, the watch itself. So here we are. This is the Fossil Decca 44mm watch, model code CH2647 and made in 2016. Watch weighs around about 200 grams and the price is also around about £200. Works out quite nicely. That weight of the watch, as I said, 200 grams, and the case thickness looking about 22mm. So that's just the a brief glance at the specs for the actual watch. Now you might notice that this watch looks a little bit like the it follows the same sort of colour scheme as the 0070 times die Omega Seamaster, in that like that brown and black sort of look to it, except this is a bit more orange. So starting at the face, we've got a plain black face with 3 dials and a seconds hand. Look at the actual seconds hand and our hands in more detail. We can see that they're simple stick shape hands, non-luminous, with a Rolex style seconds hand with that little circle in the middle, just to add a little bit of context. And in fact, these increments and hands aren't luminous at all, so they're just simply orange. Looking around the functions of the dial, we've got a stopwatch. So the stopwatch is like a seconds hand at the top, and you've also got the hour tracker down here as well. So I'm just going to show you this. This watch has a bit of a sort of a unique sort of movement to it. So let me just show you. So it's actually counting your seconds in a rotational sort of format at the top. You know, when you, for some watches that don't have a snapback function on the stopwatch, they have a wind back function. So instead of having a wind back function, well, this does, but I'll show you that in a second, but this has a wind forward as well to count your seconds. And I'll show you the snapback function now. So have a look closely at what that top dial does. Oh, I didn't do it there. It's a shame. Let's do it again. Like that. Yeah. So I've noticed when I have been having it every now and then that the that little seconds counter at the top, it will slow down and speed up, or speed up and slow down, depending on where it is on the yeah. So that time it didn't do it at all. So I put it there. Yeah. Sometimes it speeds up and slows down based on the movement of the watch. And also you can see here we've got a date function as well, date function adjusted by crown movement. And the seconds hand doesn't quite line up with the increments, which is a shame. That's what I often like to see in a watch. But looking around the casing and the bezel, so look at starting at the bezel, we've got a plain black gloss finish tachymeter on a stainless steel crown. Stainless steel bezel plate. And the casing is a full mirror finish all the way around, including the back plate. full mirror stainless steel finish. Going around to the back, we've got obviously a mirror back plate as well, and your 100 meter water resistance quota on the back. Looking at the crown itself looks to be like a nozzle for I don't know. Don't really know what this sort of nozzle will be on for, but it's not a plain stainless steel chrome finish all the way around. It's got little lines going around the side of this. So I'm just going to change the date. Good decent movement to the date function here. 20th today. Not going to adjust the time because it was already set. A decent clicking mechanism to the actual crown. So that's always good. The bezel itself does not rotate, which you'd expect from a tachymeter. So actually looking at the back around the connections, bracelet, the silicone strap, it also has a 22mm strap quota on the actual strap itself. Strap is connected by popper pins, but the popper pins have a little adjuster, so you can just flick them and it will pull out one side for you so you can pull out. So it's a single-ended popper pin with adjusting hinge. Not often seen on watches nowadays, but looking at the silicone strap, there is obviously it's made for that. So you probably would have to get another silicone strap that will have that feature if you're going to change the strap. But looking at the strap itself, it's a silicone double stitched, thick quality with this sort of grippy edging to it. Single windows for the clasp hinge to go through. Clasp hinge is made of a matte finish stainless steel, unmarked with the logo, quite common on watches, with a decent movement to the actual hinge itself. So let's have a look with the watch on, if I can put this on in this awkward fashion. Be easy if I do this standing up. So there we go, guys. That is the Fossil Decca 44mm 2016 model.